Hi everybody, my name's Yvette with Yvette Fit. Welcome to my channel. Today is a new series on Menopause Monday, and we're going to talk about hormones. Precisely, it's going to be testosterone. That's what we're talking about today. So let's get started. All right, so when we talk about testosterone, there's a lot of different ways that you can actually take it. There's orally, you could take it by pill. I believe there is a dissolvable where you put it under the tongue, and you can take it with your estradiol. There's different ways to take it. I believe you could take it in the pellet as well. I'm not familiar with those ways because that's not how I take it. I take it in injection form, which is the liquid. So yes, you do need a needle and you need to learn how to do it in injection. So let's talk about this. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about what testosterone does. So testosterone is a natural hormone. When you start premenopause, perimenopause, you lose it to some degree. Unless you're like me, I had nothing, zero, no signs of anything in my blood, of anything, no estrogen, no progesterone, and no testosterone. I felt horrible. So I started to do my HRT. So just go to an HRT doctor for that. So testosterone helps with your bone mass. It helps with energy. It helps with bone growth. It helps with muscle. It helps with libido. It helps with your red blood cells. It's just very important to check your hormone levels just to make sure what you need to do, what the doctor wants you to do. As you get older, your hormones start to decrease. Let's talk about when I started. I started with the under the tongue. It was a dissolvable pill that you would put under your tongue, and I believe it was testosterone and estrogen combined. It did not work for me. I did it for a few months, and I was still tired. I didn't get any more muscle build at the gym, and that's very important for me as I'm a bodybuilder. I love to work out, and I want to see muscle growth. So I noticed that I was still lethargic, still tired. That wasn't giving me the energy. And so I had to go back and tell them what are my other options. Okay, so they did talk to me about getting a pellet. I didn't want a pellet because I'm very sensitive. I didn't want something that I was going to put in my body and not be able to, if it was too strong or I didn't like it, to be able to do anything. Once you put that pellet in, and again, I'm not familiar with pellets. I just know that I think you go in there and you have it in there for so many months and you have to go back and do it again. I didn't want anything long lasting. I preferred something that was that I could control better. So therefore, I did want to talk about the injections. All right, now talking about the injections, every doctor that does injections is different. Some doctor's office or HRT, they don't even do the liquid injections. This is something that a lot of the pharmacies, normal pharmacies, local pharmacies don't do. You have to get these done by a special pharmacy. Again, your doctor will know more about this. So once you decide what milligrams you want with your doctor, they will send this to you and it gets delivered to your door. I have to do this one, and it literally is 25 units once a week. Okay. So that's how it reads for this particular one. For instance, like I just said, this is 25 units once a week. So at the beginning, that's what I did. I just get the syringe, and they come with the syringes. I like my own personal syringe, so you could do it either way. The needle is smaller as opposed to the syringe that this comes with. So for units, you just have 100-unit syringe, and you are just literally doing 25 units. And that's all you do. You just put 25 units in there, and that's what you do for your week. Right. Now, I do know a lot of people who do 20 units once a week. Some do 25 units. It just depends how you feel. You have to go. Everybody's different by your own body. That's pretty simple. I don't want to over analyze anything like that, but I love it. As soon as I started taking it, it was instantaneous. Within a few minutes, I felt the difference. You're supposed to do it intramuscular, it says, but which means you inject it in your muscle, like your buttocks or your thigh. I do not like to do it that way. I do it in my body fat, so I do it in my stomach. You could do it the 20 units during the week, but I work out too much and I will crash, so I split it. I do 10 units at the beginning of the week, and in the middle of the week, I do the other 10. All right, so I know a lot of people who just do it once a week, which is fine. At the Monday, at the beginning of the week, they do their 20 units. That's great. Maybe they're not as active as me. I tried it. By Thursday and Friday, I was crashing, so that didn't work for me. So what I did now is on Monday, I do my 10 units. Thursday, I do my other 10. This way I don't have that crash. It works for me. I do work out a lot. It just depends. It's trial and error. Try it, talk with your doctors and then let them know, if I can't last the whole week with that, can I just split it? Just ask them. It's pretty simple. I do get my syringes from Amazon, and I'll post the link for the syringe. And if you're in the San Antonio area, I have a great doctor that does my testosterone. It's actually a hormone therapy clinic, so anybody can go, and I'll put the information in my description as well. All right, guys. Well, I hope I helped you to give you a little information about the testosterone. Don't be afraid of it. I was nervous at the beginning. You don't have to mix anything. It already gets delivered to you mixed up. I do want to say, though, that all these hormone therapies are not that cheap. And for the majority of the part, your insurance does not pay unless you have some great insurance. They may only pay 20%, but you still have to pay 80%. Hormone therapy is not cheap. That's why I couldn't afford it until, I went 10 years without hormone therapy until I just couldn't do it. And I was feeling so miserable that I had to find a way to feel better. So thank you very much. My name's Yvette with Yvette Fit. Like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great week.